What's up guys, this is Guitar Via lesson number 130, the song Fat Lip by Sum41, and first of all the songs in standard tuning, and there's nothing left to say, so let's get started with the intro right away, which should sound like this. And this is how it works. First we put our first finger on the 4th on the 6th string. Now we pick that once, then we hammer the second finger onto the 5th. And now we're hammering the 3rd finger onto the 7th. So, and we're palm muting this whole thing. So we use the palm of our right hand, put it down here, and go. Then we lift the palm off and put our second finger on the 6th on the 4th string. So, then again. Now we put our first finger on the 4th on the 4th string. Then we do it again with the 6th on the 4th string. Now once more. Now we put our first finger on the 4th on the 4th string again and slide down to the 2nd. Like this. And that's the whole intro. Now let's get to the first, which should sound like this. So first, we pick the empty 6th string. Then we put our 3rd finger on the 7th on the 5th string and our 2nd finger on the 6th on the 5th string. Now we pick the 5th string with the 3rd finger on the 7th, lift it off immediately and hammer it back on immediately. So, like this. Then we put our first finger on the 2nd on the 5th string and our 3rd finger on the 4th on the 4th string. Pick that twice, mute between each pick, and then put your first finger on the 2nd on the 4th string and pick both empty 5th string and 2nd on the 4th string together twice as well. So, then again, 7, 6, 7 on the 5th string. And then we go onto the 6th string and go 5, 4, 2, and empty. Now let's get to the pre-chorus, which should sound like this. So what we do here is first we put our first finger on the 2nd on the 5th string. And now we palm mute the strings again, so palm of our right hand down here again. Now we go down twice muted. So then we lift the palm off and go so, and we do that 4 times. Then we put our first finger on the 4th on the 5th string and our 3rd finger on the 6th on the 4th string. Now we pick those two together and do the same thing twice. And now we do it twice on the 5th and 7th on the 6th and 5th string. So first finger on the 5th on the 6th string and 3rd finger on the 7th on the 5th string. Then we do the same thing on the 1st and 2nd chord again. And once we get to the last one, so to the 5th and 7th on the 6th and 5th string, we don't go, but go, so just down twice. The next part is the chorus, which should sound like this. And this is how it works. First we put our first finger on the 7th on the 5th string, our 3rd finger on the 9th on the 4th string, and our pinky on the 9th on the 3rd string. And be careful to mute the 6th string with your first finger. And now we go down once. Then we go one string up with each finger. So now we've got the first finger on the 6th string, 3rd finger on the 5th string, and pinky on the 4th string. And we're still on the 7th and 9th. And now we go up, down. We slide up onto the 9th and 11th and go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So 6 times. So far we've got Now we slide down onto the 4th and 6th and go up, down. Slide 1 fret up onto the 5th and 7th, up, down. Back onto the 4th and 6th, up, down. And 5th and 7th, up, down. So and that's the whole chorus. Now let's get to the bridge, which should sound like this. And this is how it works. First we put our first finger on the 2nd on the 5th string and we go down, up. Then we palm mute the strings and go down, down on the 6th. So then again down, up and down, down on the 6th. So we've got now once down. So now again we go, and now we slide up onto the 5th and 7th on the 6th, 5th and 4th string and go down once. And that's the whole bridge. And now let's get to the last part of the song, which should sound like this. And this is how it works. First we put our first finger on the 7th on the 5th string, third finger on the 9th on the 4th string, and pinky on the 9th on the 3rd string. Now we pick 5th string, 4th string, 3rd string, 4th string. Then we slide down 1 fret only with our first finger, so pinky and 3rd finger stay on the 9th, and now we've got the first finger on the 6th on the 5th string. So from this one, regular power chord, onto this one. Now same picking, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 4th. Now onto the 4th and 6th, so first finger now on the 4th on the 5th string, third finger on the 6th on the 4th string, and pinky on the 6th on the 3rd string. As before, then we imagine going down once, so we've got this empty without any sound, and then we go, so first finger on the 5th on the 6th string, now third finger on the 7th on the 5th string, and first finger back onto the 5th on the 6th string. So we imagine picking once before that, so dum, like this. And that's already the whole song. I hope you guys liked this video. Leave a thumbs up if you did. Helps me a lot. Keep on subscribing. If you want to stay up to date on what's going to be new on the channel, click on the link to the Facebook page down in the description. If you want to get a sweet discount on all of the games for all of the consoles, go to g2a.com, link in the description as well. And if you really want to support the channel, link to the Patreon page in the description as well. And I hope I will see you next time.